I thought I'd try something new. So over the last 20 years, I've worked on global platforms you're likely familiar with. And I'll admit, sometimes I've been way too tech-focused, and not always considering how this tech impacts most people and the most crucial part of the business, which is the bottom line. So I'm kind of here to make a bit of amends, which is to provide clear, no-nonsense content to help both AI and non-AI execs sort of cut out all the hype around this kind of stuff. And my approach is really straightforward. I've taken a very skeptical view of AI systems. And it's not because I don't believe in them. It's because ultimately, to understand the systems, you have to break them down to make them practical parts. And this journey over the last 25 years has turned me into a huge believer of AI. I don't think it's going to end the world, just like mobile phones and all the primitive press did. But we should always be critical observers of this technology. Just a heads up, I'm not a pro producer. My scripts I write on my own. My views are sometimes not conventional, but everything is based on real-world experience. And so I wanted to start with like a real simple topic, which is what does Nick mean when I say applied AI in business? So in a world filled with noise and buzzwords and everyone slapping an AI sticker on everything, which is really frustrating, the value of AI gets lost. And it's basically, sometimes it's just not practical. Like, who cares if you can build a picture of a unicorn driving a car with the police uniform? It's about substance, not fluff and enterprise. Otherwise we'd just buy more trucks versus some AI magical system to route things. So AI isn't just a term we should be throwing around. It's a total game changer, which I do agree with. But to clear the fog, we have to focus on things that actually works. So let's get back to basics. What is applied AI and what does it really matter? Before I even get into technology, so there's really three types that we see. The first is what we'd call research AI. And so you see a lot of this with these large language models, really smart PhD folks way smarter than any of us will ever be, that have made their whole life's work figuring out the math of these things and pushing them to the absolute limit. And what they allow us to do is they see a lot of this technology, they allow us to take advantage of that, they're able to scale it up with these great infrastructures that, frankly, someone like myself or others could never really afford, and they bring the market forward. And there's both open and closed source, and I'm not getting into that debate today. But those models often require some special capability to make them ready for business. So we hear things like guardrails, which again I'll get into another day, but don't really think guardrails is necessarily the solution to all problems. But they generally don't start off with a business problem at the very beginning. They're not talking about how do I use this model to prevent, equipment failure. So that's where we get into the second type, which is what we call, really a business to data science. Or data science is where the theory meets the practice. So often data scientists will build models that predict trends, they help us make better decisions, and they struggle with quality data and making sure the models are accurate. But what you'll often find is while they're very good at making those models and getting accuracy, there's always a struggle to turn those into business strategies and prove their value. You always hear about chief data officers seeking for new projects or doing new things. And then finally you have applied AI, which is the AI at work in actual business. And it means making AI work in large-scale essential business systems. This is where it gets really hard. It's a combination of security, DevOps, TechOps, and a number of different solutions that all come together to make that AI very scalable. So it's about delivering secure, predictable solutions, securing them, and making sure they're totally scalable. And the most important part here is the measurement is not how accurate your model is or how much it costs or how many GPUs. It's about making sure these delivered actual business goals and making sure that they actually handle the legal and ethical stuff. So there you have it. There's three key areas of AI that we look at. There's research, there's data science, and there's applied AI. And understanding each of these and how they fit will often help you understand the tools, technologies, and research that go into them and how your business can benefit from them. So that's my first short video. Feedback's definitely welcomed, and have a great day.